All right, today we're cracking open a really interesting opportunity. The chance to buy an already established waste hauling business in the red hot market of Northeast Florida. Let's jump in and break down this deal. Okay, let's not beat around the bush. The asking price is $249,000. Now, let's dig into what that money actually buys you, and more importantly, the kind of income it can generate. So, what exactly is this business? Well, think of it as a turnkey dumpster rental company. It's been up and running since 2018, and it's already carved out a solid reputation for itself across a whole 5-county area. Okay, so what do you actually get for your money? We're not talking about just an idea or a business plan here. This is a real working operation with hard assets and customer relationships already in place, ready to go from day one. The business model itself, it's about as straightforward and essential as it gets. You're providing roll-off dumpsters for pretty much everyone, from big construction projects and home renovations to businesses that need regular waste disposal. This is a service that's always in demand. Now, this is the real meat and potatoes of the deal, the assets. You're getting around 55 roll-off dumpsters. That's your money-making machine right there. You also get 2 service trucks to move them around. And crucially, you get the existing customer list, the business name, and the phone number. That's years of goodwill all bundled up. Okay, and I really appreciate the transparency here. This note is super important. The equipment, it's not all brand spanking new. A buyer has to go in with their eyes wide open, You'll need to have a budget for maintenance, repairs, and maybe even some replacements down the line. And check this out. This shows you the smart thinking behind the operation. You get 2 different kinds of trucks, and there's a good reason for that. You've got the hook lift, that's your speedy, everyday workhorse. Then you have the cable truck. That's the heavy lifter for the really big jobs. It's a great 1-2 punch. They say a business is only as good as its customers, and this one has a fantastic mix. You've got your bread and butter work from roofing contractors and house flippers. You've got those steady, ongoing commercial accounts. But here's the kicker, a recurring contract with a major cruise line. Wow, that's the kind of reliable, predictable income you dream about. All right, let's get down to brass tacks. Let's talk about the money. The financials here tell a really interesting story, one of past success and, honestly, some major upside. This chart right here tells you everything you need to know. Look, back in 2021, this business was a powerhouse, pulling in over $500,000. Right now, it's sitting around $375,000. But hold on, this isn't a story of a failing business. Not at all. This is a story of an owner who's been intentionally slowing down, getting ready to retire. And what does that mean for you? It means there's a clear, proven path to get right back to those peak numbers. So let's talk about what really matters. What does this business put in your pocket? Well, in 2025, on that $372,000 of revenue, the seller's discretionary earnings, or SDE, was almost $142,000. Just think about that. That's the total cash benefit that an owner-operator would walk away with. It's a massive 38% margin. Almost 40 cents of every dollar in revenue goes right to the owner. That's huge. So you're probably asking, how on earth do they hit a 38% margin? The secret is simple: razor-thin overhead. This thing is run as a lean, mean, money-making machine, which means more cash flows straight to the bottom line. But yeah, about that minimal overhead, it doesn't come for free. It brings up some really, really important things you need to know about how this place actually runs day to day. This is the stuff you gotta get your head around before you even think about buying. And this might be the single biggest question you need an answer for. You've got 55 big metal dumpsters and 2 trucks. So where do you park all that stuff? The answer is a major piece of the puzzle. And here's the answer. And it's a big one. The business has kept its costs way down by, well, not having a formal commercial yard. Now, that's been great for the profit margins, but let's be real, that's not a long-term plan. A new owner is going to have to solve this, and solve it fast. Okay, so let's just lay out the big considerations, the must-knows. First, it's owner-operated, meaning right now you're buying yourself a job. Second, you either need a Class B commercial driver's license yourself, or you're hiring a driver on day one. Third, and this is non-negotiable, you have to find and pay for a yard. And finally, because of all this, don't expect to just walk into a bank and get a traditional loan. It's probably not going to happen. But here's the flip side.
For the right person, the right operator who can tackle those challenges head on, the growth potential is just sitting there waiting. Let's walk through exactly how you could scale this thing up.
Yeah, the growth playbook here is actually pretty simple. Step 1, get a second driver back on the payroll. That's how you get back to that $500,000 revenue level. Step 2, actually market the business. The current owner hasn't really been doing that. Step 3, go out and hunt for more of those juicy, recurring commercial contracts. And step 4, start making extra cash from selling off recyclable metals and materials. It's all right there. So when you put all the pieces together, what does this deal look like? And who is the perfect person, the perfect company for this specific opportunity? Yeah, let's be super clear. This is not a deal for some first-timer looking for passive income. This is for an existing player in the waste industry who wants to snap up market share. Or it's a perfect fit for someone who's already got a commercial yard and is looking to bolt on a profitable business. And finally, it's for that hands-on entrepreneur who wants a real, tangible, asset-based business they can run and grow themselves. So, at the end of the day, that's the deal. You've got this incredible foundation, 55 dumpsters ready to make money, and a customer list that's already built. On the other hand, you've got some real operational puzzles to solve. So the big question for you is, are you the one who can solve those puzzles and unlock all that potential? Is this the platform you've been looking for to build your next big thing?